Hello, my very lovely yoga friends. I hope you are all doing really well and having an amazing day so far. Hopefully it's about to get even better now that you have landed on your yoga mat. So if you haven't practiced with me before, then welcome. My name is Amy. I will be your teacher for this practice. And if you're one of those amazing people who is here every week, then welcome back. This is going to be a fun, funky, creative and challenging Vinyasa yoga flow. No particular emphasis on a specific body part here, just a good total body Vinyasa. Lots of twists, lots of side bends, balances, a little bit of everything. If that sounds like something that you are up for, come and meet me on your mat when you are ready. If you do make it to the end of this class and you enjoyed it, I would love to hear from you in the comments what you thought about it. Let me know your favourite parts, any fun things that you discovered, anything you want to work on in future practices. I am all ears. You can also leave requests for future classes as well. Give the video a thumbs up so that I know you liked it. That would be amazing. And if you could subscribe, then you can join me for my next class as well. I would love that. So when you are ready, we will begin today in a child's pose. Let's find a wide child's pose. So knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch. Sink the hips back towards the heels, extend the arms out in front of you and have a little wiggle into the hips, into the shoulders. Maybe press the chest down in the direction of the floor as you push the hips back towards the heels. So the first few moments here to just move into things. Let your body go in any direction that it feels called to. And then eventually settle into a place of stillness. Landing in a shape that you can hold for these first few moments of practice. Know that there's a lot of movement coming, so can you really surrender yourself to this time in stillness? Embracing these first few minutes to yourself, carving out this little moment in your day just to be present, to connect to your body and to connect to your breath. And here in your child's pose, notice the physical sensations that are present in your body. How do your hips feel today? How do your shoulders feel? Where is there space in the body? Where is there tightness? And that might give you something that you want to focus on in this practice. A particular body part that you want to devote some extra care and attention to, so that you can strengthen it, so that you can lengthen it, give it a little extra of whatever it needs. And as you hold this child's pose, maybe those physical sensations start to evolve, they start to change. Some of them might become more intense, some of them might become less intense. There's no rights or wrongs. Just let those changes be something that your mind can notice and that brings your mind into the present, that helps to tether you into the current moment. For these final few moments in stillness, let your awareness drift onto your breath. Noticing where the breath brings movement into the body, that rise and fall of the torso, that expansion and contraction of the ribs. The coolness of the in-breath, the warmth of the out-breath. Maybe you can hear your breath, maybe you can feel it reflecting from the mat back towards you. Final few moments here in stillness before we welcome movement back in. Really enjoy this time. Let's extend the arms out in front if they weren't already. Bring that movement back into the body. Maintain the connection to your breath as you move. Let it be feel good movement. Now keep your left arm extended. Thread the right arm underneath the left arm. Find a twist. Unravel the right hand, walk it off the long right edge of the mat, then stack the left hand on top, finding a side body stretch, lengthening your left side. Walk both hands back through center. Thread the left arm underneath the right arm, rest the upper body down, sink and soften into the twist. Unravel your left arm, walk it off the left side of the mat, plant the right hand on top, really draw your right hip and shoulder down and back in space to emphasize that length, to deepen that stretch. Walk both hands back through center. As you breathe in, round through the spine, lift the hips, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, push the hips back. Inhale, round it forwards. Exhale, snake it backwards. One more time like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now this time as you ripple forward, keep the heels squeezing in towards the glutes. Drop the hips, open the chest at the top. Then roll it back into your child's pose. A few more like that. Round it forward, then drop the belly, open the chest. Bring the heels in, maybe drop the head back, then snake it all the way back. Last time, let's wave it forward and pause at the top. Make any adjustments as needed so your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Really press the floor away with the hands. Push your heart forward. Pull your shoulders back. Now, can you lift your right knee away from the mat? Tap it back down. Lift your left knee and lower. A few more times. Right. Squeeze that glute at the top and left. Let's do one more each way. Now lift the right leg and pause. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Drop it down. Lift left. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lower the knee. Now drop your toes at the outside edges of the mat. Lift the knees to hover. Push it up and back into a wide-legged downward facing dog. Find a little bounce into the chest. Maybe a little wiggle into the hips. A little bend, extend into the legs. Now start to walk the hands back to the feet. Find a wide fold at the back of the mat. Have a little sway, possibly a rag doll, catching opposite elbows, letting the head drop down heavy towards the earth. If you're holding opposite elbows, let that go. Reach the left hand towards the right ankle, open the right arm up towards the ceiling, big twist. Bring right hand onto left ankle as you open the left arm up, bring it over to the other side. Then keep that going from side to side. Opening up a little bit further with every repetition, deepening that twist. Let's take one more each way. Bring it through center. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. Reach both arms up overhead. Catch hold of opposite elbows. Start to lean over towards the right. Roll it down through center. Then up and over to the left. Twice more like that. Lean. Bring it up. Last time. Down right. Through center and up left. Over the other way, down left, upright, twice more. Last time. Pause when you're holding down through center. Let go of the elbows. Walk the hands forward so you land in a high plank, but with the feet as wide as the mat. Can you roll onto the edges of the feet? Lift your right hand up. Find Vashisthasana, side plank. Bring it back through center. Take it over to the other side. Back through center. Let's do one more each way. Open right, breathe in. High plank, breathe out. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Now pause in a high plank. Lift your right leg to hover. Tap your right knee to your right elbow. Extend the leg back to hover. Twice more. Tap. Extend. Tap. Lengthen. Now this time, step your right foot outside of your right hand. Rock forwards and backwards on the back tiptoes. Then gently place your back knee down on the floor. As you breathe in, rainbow your right arm up and back, twist, maybe tap the back leg with the hand. Exhale, straighten the front leg, fold it down, wide half split. Right hand taps the mat. Inhale, rainbow it back. Exhale, send it forward and down. Last time, rainbow it back into this twist. Pause, add the quad stretch. Catch your left foot with your right hand. Pull the heel in towards the glutes. Take a big breath in. Stay for a big breath out. Now let go of your left foot. Release it down to the floor. Place the right hand down. Lift the back knee. Returning into this high lizard lunge. Bring the weight into your right foot. Bring your left knee to tap your left elbow. Step it back. Tap the knee to the floor. Lift the knee, tap the elbow, step it back, lower it down. Keep it going, lift, tap, step, lower. Last time, lift, tap and pause. Then step the foot outside of the hand, sink it down, Malasana. Press the elbows into the knees. Press into the outside edges of the feet here if you notice that you're collapsing into the arches. Push your heart further forward, roll your shoulders further back, then come onto your tiptoes, lift the heels high, bring it back down. A few more times, lift, lower, up and down. Last time, lift and lower. Plant the hands down at the top of the mat. Can you hop into a floaty tabletop? Knees come to hover. Find one long line from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone. Tap right knee, right elbow. Back to floaty table. Left knee, left elbow. And back. Take it right to left, twist. Step it back, left to right. And back. Pause here. One more big breath in. Place the knees down on the floor. Breathe out. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift the chest, cow pose. Exhale, tuck and round cat pose. Twice more. Last time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Knees wide, toes to touch, hips to heels. Return to Balasana, child's pose. Arms extended out in front. Let's return to those spinal waves. Heels into the glutes right from the start this time. Inhale, ripple forward, open the chest at the top. Maybe the toes tap the back of the head. Exhale, push it back. Inhale forward, fill the lungs. Exhale back, empty the lungs completely. Last time, bring it forward and pause. Left knee lifts, lower, right, lower. Keep it going, left, right, left, and right. This time, lift the left knee, pause, pulse it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, lift right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that knee down. Toes to the back outside edges of the mat. Knees lift. Send it back, wide-legged down dog. Find those pulses into your chest. Walk the hands to the back of the mat. Find this wide fold once again. Letting gravity take you a little bit further into this fold. Return to those twists. Right hand to left ankle to start with this time. Back through center over to the other side. Keep it going a few more times on your own. One more each way. Bring it down through center, roll all the way up to stand, reach both arms up overhead. This time slide the left hand down the outside of the leg, lean over towards the left side, right arm reaches alongside the ear. Bring it back through center, take it over to the other side, nice side body lengthening. Now this time bring it through center, keep your left arm alongside your ear as you side bend over to the left hand side, really press into your right foot to deepen that length. Bring it back through center, lean over to the other side. Back through center, fold it down, hands walk all the way to the top of the mat, you're in a wide high plank. Lift the left hand, roll onto the edges of the feet, Vinyasa. Bring it back through center, over to the other side. Back through center, one more each way. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last time, inhale. And exhale, plank. This time, lift your left leg to hover. Tap knee to elbow. Extend it back. Tap, extend, squeeze, lengthen. This time step the foot outside of the hand. Rock forwards and backwards a few times. Gently place your right knee down on the floor. Left arm rainbows up and back. Maybe it taps the back leg. Big breath in. Left hand to the floor, front leg straightens. Big breath out. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. Take it back and pause. Bend the back knee, catch the foot, maybe pull the right heel a little bit closer in towards the hips. Big quad stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let go of the back foot. Lift the back knee as you place your left hand back down on the floor. Tap right knee to right elbow. Step it back, place the knee down. Lift the knee, tap, step, lower. Last time, lift, tap and pause. Step Malasana. Lift the hands, bring them to meet in front of your chest. Once again, lift the heels, lower, up and down. Then either stay with hands at heart center or keep lifting and lowering with the arms up to the ceiling this time. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels, plant the hands. Once again, hop back. Floaty tabletop. Left knee, left elbow. Step it back. Right knee, right elbow. And back. Twist left over to right. Right over to left. Pause in center. One more big breath in. Downward facing dog. Big breath out. Maybe walking the hands a little bit further forward to lengthen out your down dog. Invite some pedals into the legs, some wiggles into the hips, some movement into the shoulders. Now ground through your left hand, reach your right hand towards your left ankle, catch hold of it, bend into your right elbow to pull yourself further into this twist. Now, as you breathe in, Vashisthasana, open your right arm up to the ceiling, come onto the edges of the feet. Now stay on the edges of the feet, breathe in. Can you tap your right hand to the outside of your left shin? Breathe out. Inhale, open the arm up. Exhale, thread it under. Once more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now open it back up into your Vashisthasana and hold. Lift your right leg to hover, then tap the toes back behind. Rainbow them up and over, out in front. Keep that movement going a few more times. You could always place your left knee down on the floor for this. One more time back. One more time forward. Now lift the knee through center, bend the knee, pull it in towards the chest. Big step forward with the right foot to the top of the mat. Find a twisted lunge. Back knee is lifted. Really press the floor away with your left hand. Create more distance between the left ear and shoulder. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, pull the left knee into the chest. Catch it with the right hand. Inhale, twisted lunge. Exhale, pull the knee in. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out, catch the knee and pause. Keep hold of the knee, come up to stand. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling, then rainbow it back behind you. Find a standing twist. Energizing those left fingertips back behind you. Maybe looking back towards the thumb for even more of a balance challenge. If you want more, catch the outside edge of your left foot and extend the leg forwards. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now let go of the left leg but keep it lifted. Reach both arms all the way up overhead. Pulse that leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big step back into a high crescent lunge. Catch opposite elbows up and overhead. Lean back, look up, breathe in. Back to neutral, breathe out. Side bend over to the right, inhale. Back through center, exhale. Lean over to the left, breathe in. Back through center, breathe out. Now release the grip on the elbows, bring the hands to meet at heart center. Hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Use that contact point between the elbow and the knee to push yourself a little bit further into this twist, spiraling your chest open. Maybe explore a bind here, wrapping right arm behind the back, left arm underneath the thigh. Now see if you can keep this bind. Step onto your right foot, lift your back left leg away from the mat for a funky half moon variation. If you lift it up, step it back into your twisted lunge. If you took the bind, just bring the hands back to heart center. Weight into your right foot, tap left knee to right calf, twisted jiva. Step it back. My right leg is burning. Tap the left knee, right calf. Step it back. Just do one more time. Tap and pause. Then step left foot next to right. Twisted chair pose, Parivrita Utkatasana. Keep the knees in line. Drop the hips a bit lower. Bend the knees a bit deeper. Open the left arm towards the floor, the right arm up to the ceiling. Maybe take a bind here, wrapping the arms around the backs of the thighs. Super deep bind here. Might not be available, so just give it a try. Letting it go if it doesn't work. If you took the bind, let it go. Bring the hands back to heart center. Let's all lift our heels, come to sit on them, finding a twisty toe balance. Then opportunity for an arm balance. You can stay in the twist or place the hands down on the floor. pointing towards the long right edge of the mat. Squeeze the knees together, bring them onto the left upper arm. You can also bring the outside of the right hip onto the back of the right arm. That'll bring extra stability as you lean forwards and maybe lift the feet. Option to scissor the legs here. Right leg long in front, left leg back behind. Bring the legs back together, rebend the knees. If you do have the hip on the back of the right arm, experiment with popping it off so you're then just on the left arm. Then drop the toes down, return to that twisted toe balance with the elbow hooked outside the knee. Keep the hook of the elbow on the knee. Press back into your twisted chair, Parivrita Utkatasana. Stand on your left foot. Bring your right leg up with you as you stand. Option for a bind here. Left arm under the right thigh, right arm behind the back. Maybe you can catch the hands behind the back. Maybe extend that leg straight out in front of you. Let go of the leg, release the bind, but keep the leg lifted. Reach both arms up. Standing pigeon, cross right ankle over left knee. Lower the elbows down in the direction of your right leg. Option here for bird of paradise. Wrap your left arm behind your back. Bring your right arm in between the legs and then around the back of the thigh. See if you can find the bind. And then stand and lift your right leg up with you. Keep the right leg bent or maybe extend it up towards the ceiling. Rebend the right knee. Can you keep the bind but then deliver it back into bird of paradise? Unravel the arms, bring the hands to heart center, hook right elbow onto the sole of the right foot, press yourself into that twist. Unravel through center, cross right ankle in front of left, release the fingertips to the floor, find a cross ankle forward fold. Plant the hands down. See if you can keep the ankles crossed and find a cross ankle crow, bringing the knees onto the backs of the arms, maybe lifting the feet and squeezing the heels in towards the glutes. Return to your cross ankle fold. Walk the hands over to the right, push the hips over to the left. Bring it through center, take it over to the other side. Bring it through center, right hand down, left arm up, twist. Bring the weight into your right foot, lift your left leg back into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Hover your right hand away from the floor. Big step back into warrior two. Plant the left foot, arms come parallel to the floor. Find a deep bend into your front knee. Big breath in. Big breath out. Reach the arms up overhead, then catch hold of opposite elbows, framing the head with the arms. Inhale, reverse, lean back. Exhale, extended side angle, keeping that bind. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, lean forward. Last time, inhale, reverse, straighten the front legs. So you're in a reverse triangle kind of shape with this bind around the head. Then lean it forward into triangle, keeping the arms bound around the head. Then let go of the elbows, reach the arms alongside the ears, power triangle. Right hand on the right leg, left arm up. Catch up with the breath here. Start to lower the left hand down towards the floor, catch hold of the right big toe with right peace fingers and thumb, come onto your left tiptoes, then lift it up and open into a bound Vinyasa, just as an option. You can also catch hold of the knee here if the toe lock doesn't work. Let go of the leg, step the toes up and back behind you, wild thing. Push the hips and the heart high up to the ceiling, big breath in, big breath out. Roll it over into a high plank. Rock forwards and backwards on your tiptoes. Keep the hips level with the shoulders here. Now inhale as far forward onto your tiptoes as you can. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows, come halfway down and hold. Then release all the way down to the floor, untuck the toes. Inhale, ripple up, cobra. Exhale, melt back down. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Last time, inhale, ripple up into cobra and pause. Check that you're using your spine strength here by hovering your hands away from the floor. Now can you lift your legs away from the floor so your thighs are fully lifted? Bend the right knee, squeeze the heel in, extend it back, left, lengthen, right, lengthen. Keep that going. A few more times from side to side. Then the next time the right heel is squeezing in, pause, reach the right hand for the right ankle, left arm out in front, kick and lift. Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow. Then release, let go. Extend the right leg, bend the left. Catch hold of the ankle, reach the right arm forward, kick, lift, so the only thing on the floor is your hips. Unravel, legs back, plant the hands next to the ribs, tuck under the toes, push back, high plank. Wave it back, downward facing dog. This would be a great opportunity for a child's pose here. Have a few breaths to yourself to reset before we move on to the second side. Use the time to slow the breath down. Notice any physical changes that you've brought about since the start of the practice. Notice the effects of the movement on your mind, on your body, and on your breath. Then let's meet in downward facing dog if you're not there yet. Reach your left hand towards your right ankle, find that twist, bend the elbow, pull yourself into it a little bit further. Let go of the ankle, open up, Vinyasa, left arm up towards the ceiling. Stay on the edges of the feet, breathe in here, breathe out, tap left hand to right shin. Open it up, breathe in. Thread it through, breathe out. One more like that, inhale and exhale. Open it up and pause. Lift your left foot to hover, tap the toes behind, forward and back. Keep rainbowing that leg up and over a few more times. Lift the leg up through center. Bend the knee, pull it in towards the chest. Big step forward into a twisted lunge, coming onto your right tiptoes, stacking the left hand above the shoulder, energizing those fingertips. Big breath in. Catch your right knee with your left hand, breathe out. Inhale, open it, step it back. Exhale, catch. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out, catch and pause. Keep hold of the knee as you stand. Reach your right arm up, forward and back behind you. standing twist. Option to take it further. Catch the outside edge of the foot and extend the leg forward. Let go of the leg, keep it lifted, reach both arms up, pulse the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Then big step back. Land in your high crescent. Catch opposite elbow. See if you can find the opposite catch than you usually do. It might feel a little bit strange, and that's when you'll know that you're on the right side for this time. As you breathe in, lean back, look up. Breathe out neutral. Side bend one way, inhale. Center, exhale. Other side, big breath in. Neutral, big breath out. Hands meet in front of your chest. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Use that contact point. Push yourself further into the twist. Option for the bind. Right arm under the left thigh. Left arm behind the back. Maybe take it into a bound revolved half moon. Stepping onto your left foot, lifting your right leg back. Might take a few attempts to get there and you might fall along the way. Can you embrace those falls and wobbles? Find the fun. Let go of any frustration. Then let's step it back into that bound twisty crescent. Let go of the bind. Bring the hands to meet at heart center. Keep the hook of the elbow on the knee. Breathe in. Tap right knee to left calf, breathe out. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, tap just one more time. Left leg is dying, step it back. Tap and then step, right foot next to left foot, twisty chair. Never thought that chair pose would feel like a break, but it definitely does right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe right hand towards the floor, left arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe left arm behind the back, right arm underneath the thighs. Find that bind, just an option. Letting go of a bind, returning to the elbow hook variation. Lift the heels, come onto your tiptoes, twisty toe balance. Then opportunity for some revolved crow playtime. Placing the hands off the long left edge of the mat. Squeeze the knees together on the back of your right upper arm and maybe bring the left hip onto the back of the left arm. Think chaturanga arms as you lean forward and lift the feet. Maybe scissor the legs in opposite directions. Bring the knees back together. Then can you pop the left hip off the left elbow so you're just on the right elbow? Drop it back into your toe balance twist. Elbow is hooked, hands are at heart center. Stand on your right leg. Bring your left leg up with you. Then maybe bind here. Right arm under the left thigh. Left arm wraps behind the back and then maybe meets around the back of the thigh. And you could even explore an extension of your left leg out in front. Keep the left leg lifted, but let go of the bind, arms up overhead. Cross left ankle over the right knee, standing pigeon. Option for bird of paradise, right arm behind the back. Left arm threads between the legs and then maybe the fingertips meet behind the thigh. As you stand, can you lift the left leg up, possibly extending it out to the side. Deliver the leg back into standing pigeon. Unravel the arms and bring them to heart center. Hook left elbow onto the sole of the left foot. Then release everything into a cross ankle fold. Left ankle in front of right. place the hands down on the floor. Keep the ankles crossed, bring the knees onto the backs of the arms, cross ankle crow. Maybe straighten the arms here, find crane. Return to your cross ankle fold. Walk the hands over to the left, push the hips to the right. Back through center, over to the other side. Back through center, left hand down, right arm up, twist. Weight into the left foot, lift the back right leg, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Hover your left hand away from the floor. Big step back, Virabhadrasana 2. Readjust through the feet as necessary. So you might not land perfectly, that's fine. Make any readjustments. Big breath in, squeeze your right glute. Big breath out, bend your left knee even further. Reach both arms up overhead, catch opposite elbows, opposite way than you did last time. Lean back, breathe in. Hinge forward, breathe out. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side. Last time reverse, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. Hinge it forward triangle, but keep that frame of the head. Let go of the elbows, reach the arms by the ears, super challenging. Left hand down, right arm up, full Trikonasana. Big, expansive inhale, fill the entire torso with breath. Full, complete exhale, let all of that breath go. Right hand down to the floor, left piece fingers and thumb, catch the left big toe, step onto your right tiptoes. Roll onto the outside edge of the right foot, lift your left leg up with you. Bound Vashisthasana as an option. Let go of the left leg, bend it, step it behind, wild thing. Big breath in, big breath out. Roll it over, high plank. Rock forwards and backwards on your tiptoes. Then shift onto the tiptoes, bend the elbows, lower halfway and pause. Release all the way down, untuck the toes. Breathe in, Cobra, Shalabhasana. Breathe out, lower back down. Or is Cobra Bhujangasana? I can't remember. Lift it up and lower. I think it is Bhujangasana. Then Shalabhasana is locust. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, lift up, pause, hover the hands, lift your thighs, squeeze your left heel in, extend, squeeze right, lengthen, left, right, last one of each. Now this time, can you squeeze both heels in? Extend, a few more times, squeeze, lengthen, bend, extend. Last time, squeeze in, bring the edges of the feet to touch. So big toes and heels are touching, then pulse the legs up for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Keep the heels squeezing in, reach the hands back, catch the edges of the feet, kick and lift up into Dhanurasana, full bow pose. Now, if you want to, we can take the opportunity here for a king bow. So let go of the legs, release back down. Place your left elbow on the floor in front of you. Reach your right arm out in front. Keep the palm facing up as you spin that hand out to the side. Catch the pinky toe side of the foot and then swivel your right elbow so it's pointing up towards the ceiling. And then you can just reach the left hand back behind you. Same way, palm facing up. Catch the edge of the foot, spin the elbow up, and then find a kick and lift there. Maybe draw the toes towards the back of the head. Maybe even bring the feet onto the shoulders. Now, when we let go, can you do it with control? So you let go of the leg, but it doesn't slingshot back. Same on the other side. Release. Let the legs rest back. Give them a little wiggle from side to side. Place the head down on the hands. Bend the knees. Windshield wipe the legs. Drop the legs back behind if you were moving them. Lift the head away from the hands. Place your hands next to your ribs. Push it back. Child's pose. Slide your hands forwards to the top of the mat, tuck under the toes, push it back, downward facing dog. Let's move it on into a little more stretchy series with a little bit of core work thrown in. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, twist. Last time, take it back. This time, right knee, right elbow, pause, and then pigeon. Bring the shin between the hands. Drop the back knee, make any adjustments through the hips, through the legs. Fingertips wide off the edges of the mat. Breathe in, lean back, look up. Breathe out, hinge it down. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, lower. Last time like this, breathe in. Breathe out, hinge it down, release over your right thigh. Hold this shape. Settle in, catch up with the breath. Start to draw yourself back upright. Draw a big breath in. Can you squeeze your left heel in towards your glutes? Then tap the toes back down to the floor. Squeeze. Extend. Bring it in. Drop it down. Last time, squeeze it in and pause. Bring the left hand onto the front of the left ankle. Bring the right hand to meet the left. Kick the leg into the hands to pull the shoulders back, but keep pushing your heart forwards. Now you could stay in this variation or explore King Pigeon. Bring your right fingertips back to the floor so that you can let go of your left leg, turn the palm to face upwards, back behind you, catch the outside edge of the feet, then flip that grip once again, just like we did in our King Bow. Maybe pull the foot to the back of the head. Let go from that, hands to heart center, lean into your right hip, swing your left leg out in front, swing it back behind, send it forwards, sweep it back. Last time, swing it forwards and pause, hands interlace around the sole of the left foot, lengthen your left leg up towards the ceiling, roll your shoulders back. Let go of your left leg, drop the heel onto the floor, plant the right hand, push into the hips, lift into a baby wild thing. Now pause here. Can you lift your right knee away from the floor? Pull it next to your left, tap it back down. Lift, lower, up and down for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right shin, sit down, cross the left ankle in front of the right ankle. Place the hands either side of your hips. You have the option of staying in a cross-legged seat or taking it into lotus. Left foot onto the right hip, right foot onto the left hip. So returning the hands down by your sides if you moved them, then let's see if we can press into the hands, lift the hips, lift the legs, find a floaty lotus. Release, then forward fold either down your lotus or your cross legs. Roll yourself back up, hands to heart center. Can you lean back and unravel into a cross ankle boat pose? Reach the fingertips out in front, tap the heels to the floor, lift, lower, lift. Keep that going, and you could extend the arms up to the ceiling, keep them there, and you might fully straighten the legs as you lift them. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Now cross the ankles, plant the hands. Can you jump back through a chaturanga? Up dog or cobra, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Lift your left leg, breathe in. Left knee to nose, breathe out. Inhale, 3 leg. Exhale, tap the right elbow, twist. Inhale back. Exhale, tap left, pause, pigeon. Place the shin down, readjust. So this side might be completely different. You might need to arrange your body in a different way to feel comfortable. Once the lower body is set up, fingertips wide, breathe in. Bend the elbows, hinge down, breathe out. Lift, inhale. Lower, exhale. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out, fold down over the legs. Rest the arms, rest the head. Settle into a shape that you can hold for a few deep breaths. If your mind is speeding up and wandering away, just repeatedly returning it back into the present, nudging it back onto your mat, to your breath and your body. Press yourself back upright, bend the right knee, squeeze it in, extend, bend, lengthen, lift, lower. Last time, squeeze in, pause. Reach the right hand for the outside of the right ankle. Left hand comes on top, kick that leg back, but find the opposition of the leg pushing back and the heart pushing forwards. Option for King Pigeon. Left fingertips come down for support, so you can spin your right hand up and then flip the elbow up as well. Left hand comes to meet the right hand, pull the leg towards the back of the head. Release from that, lean into your right hip, lean into your left hip, swing your right leg forward. Send the leg back. Forwards, back. Last time forward, pause, hands interlace around the foot, lengthen the leg up. Drop the right heel onto the floor, push into your left hand, push your hips high into this baby wild thing, side plank variation. Then can you lift your bottom left knee, tap it next to your right, lower, lift, down, up, lower, one more time. Then place the shin back down, sit, Cross right ankle in front of left ankle, option 1. Option 2, right foot on left hip, then left foot on right hip, lotus pose. Plant the hands either side of you, press into them. Maybe you can lift through the lower body. Sit back down, lean back and unravel into your cross-legged boat pose. Arms forward or up, tap the heels, lift, lower, lift, keep it going. A few more times on your own. Let's do one more time. Then roll onto the hands, jump back, chaturanga, up dog or cobra, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Let's jump through to a seat. Plant the feet, lengthen the arms out in front. Start to roll towards the floor. Keep the soles of the feet grounded. Come all the way back up. A few more times. Keep the movement going. Find your pace, your rhythm, but let it be a depth and a pace that challenges your core. The slower you move, the more challenging it will be. Roll it down, pause with the shoulder blades hovering, pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down onto your back. Catch your knees into your chest, give them a little squeeze or a big squeeze. Have a rock from side to side. Cactus the arms, wrap the right leg around the left leg once or twice, eagle legs. Wiggle the hips a bit closer to the right and then drop the knees over to the left, twist. Bring it back through center, unravel, reset, left leg over right, wiggle the hips towards the left, drop the knees over to the right. Bring it back through center, hug the knees into the chest one more time. Take a moment to explore any final movements, final shapes, final stretches, final part of movement, anything you were wishing I'd included in this class, so that you can feel fully satisfied before we eventually make our way into stillness. So you can pause the video if you need some extra time for exploration. And then when you're ready, dropping into relaxation. Selecting a shape on your back that you can comfortably rest in for these final few minutes. So that was a challenging practice. So really gift yourself these few minutes, just a little bit of time to balance out all of that movement. And let your body rest and relax so that you can move into the rest of your day in a more energized yet peaceful state. Letting your mind and your body reset back into that parasympathetic nervous system. Releasing any lingering tension you no longer need. And letting your breath settle back into a soft, steady rhythm. If you are ready to move on, start to notice where your awareness has drifted away to over those past few minutes. If it's drifted into thoughts about the past or the future, can you just gently nudge it back, returning to the present, returning to the movement of your breath, returning to the sensations in your body, feeling the mat beneath you, feeling the air above you. Inviting some energizing movements back in. They could start off small and then gradually get bigger, rippling and waving throughout the rest of the body. Invite some energizing breaths here. Big expansive inhales, full releasing exhales. And start to work back in the direction of a comfortable seat, but there's no rush. Take plenty of time and plenty of movement and plenty of breath along the way. Eventually, let's meet in our comfortable seat. Check in with your posture one final time. Finish with 3 releasing breaths together. Inhale through the nose, arms up overhead. Sigh out through the mouth. Press the air down in front. Twice more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last one. Full, complete inhale. Full, complete exhale. Let the hands rest down on the knees, finding a sense of grounding. Grounding in those effects of your practice. The things that you shifted, that you changed, that you cultivated in this class, that you'd like to bring with you into the rest of your day. And for the rest of your day, as always, I hope you think peaceful thoughts. I hope you speak peaceful words. I hope you feel peace in your heart. Thank you so much for choosing to share your practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. It was definitely a tough one, so let me know how it went down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it so I know to make more like this one. And if you could subscribe, then you can join me for my next class as well. That would be amazing. But more important than any of those things is to stay healthy, stay happy, stay well, and have an amazing day.